Okay everybody, hey, this is Todd, All Things Archery and Shooting. Today I got a quick video on a how-to I think you guys will find interesting. A lot of you guys that shoot wood arrows like I do, these are Porter for cedar. I just built these shafts. So basically it's a 11/32 shaft, 45 to 50 pounds. And it's these 4-inch shield cut feathers, 1 black cock feather, 2 green feathers, and usually a green bony knock. Now sometimes when you do these wood arrows, you have to be your own taper in the wood on the front and also the taper in the back for your knock, okay? Now sometimes if you shoot these every while, you'll bust a knock or you'll crack a knock, and getting them off this wood is really hard to do. I mean, some people take a knife, they cut it off, but more times than not, you'll damage that taper you put in. And if you have to recut, you got to cut the taper off and then take your fletching off, cut it back, retaper, put a new knock on. That's why most people cut their arrows at least an inch or so longer, so they break a knock or something, they can just refletch it, cut it off. But there's an easier way to do that. These knocks, they are glued on, so if you try to pull them off with the pliers, it will also break that taper also. So that taper is not as strong as you think it is. It's strong with force going this way, but not so much going this way, okay? Or going back and forth, but going straight forward is really strong. The best way I found to remove these knocks on these wood arrows that they get damaged, like this one here, is if you look at it, it's there's nothing wrong with that knock. I'm just going to show you how to remove it though. As you can see, this one here, what happened with this knock was I went ahead and I had it on. I got the cock feather in the wrong spot. The cock feather should have been here. Where it's at now, it's going to be cock feather up, not even up, because that's not going to work. So we're going to take this knock off, re-rotate, and put it on there. I did that on purpose when I built this arrow so I can show you how to remove this knock. It's glued on with regular, I don't use hot melt glue on these knocks because they never hold, they always come loose. So I use basic super glue on these, and it holds them in place, but they're also heat sensitive too, so once you heat these up, they'll come off. Now you can't put directly flame on this, because what'll happen, it'll melt, and it'll good chance of burning your cresting and burning your taper. Again, if you burn your taper and ruin your taper, then you got another problem. You still got to cut off and redo it, then you got to refletch the whole thing. But you still can remove it with heat though. Now you can use a heat gun if you want, which is a hot heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, another way to take these off is with boiling water. Here, let me show you what I mean by boiling water. Okay everybody, got a pot of water boiling here in the stove, and the trick to make this work for your knocks, to remove these knocks, you can't do it with just water alone, but if you have a little bit of salt, not a lot, just a little bit, what happens, the chemical compound, the salt, will help break down the glue and knock the arrow. So all you do is that, you don't want to stick the whole thing, you just want to stick the knock in just up to the edge, let it there for just a few seconds. Just like that. Okay, I use a pair of knock pliers, just like this. I put it back in there, just give it a few more seconds. What that's going to do is going to loosen that glue up underneath that knock. Just take your knock pliers, grab it, and work it, still not right, so a little bit more glue, it'll heat a little more in there. Grab it again. Here we go. Almost got it. Okay, we'll get back and forth. There you go, see? And it comes right off, just like that. Alright, a little bit left on it, the same thing, just heat it back up. Okay, just do the same thing, grab it. Just like that. And there you go. You got your knock off without damaging your taper. Just like that, no damage to the taper now, see? Now all you do is take a little piece of sandpaper, glue, sand off the excess glue, put your new knock on. Didn't hurt nothing else on the arrow either, alright? Okay, good. Okay, now all you do is put your new knock on, get your piece of sandpaper, just go ahead and sand that off really good. All you want to do is get the glue off, okay? Excess old glue off there. Doesn't take a lot. Like that. Alright, good. And now you're back to your regular shaft now. The stuff I use this here is boning fletch fuse. It's only super glue I've found that actually it's activated by heat. Heat actually softens it so it can come off easier. It doesn't leave a lot of residue. So just take that, go ahead and all you need is a drop now. There you go. Okay, you just need one drop. One drop there. Okay. Take your new knock, be sure you just put your knock on there and just spin it around. And be sure you position this knock where you want the correct way for your string now, okay? But you want your string up and down, so you want your cock feather to come through like this. So you want to go in the same way as that black, that line there, up and down. So basically it's in line with that black cock feather, you see that? You just go ahead and set it on there. Get you a rag, get any excess glue off of it. And you didn't damage the arrow at all. Okay, so you're good to go now. Very simple to replace. Alright, now we're good. Now we're back to where we need to be at, okay? Now, as you can see, all I did was it completely melted this and it loosened the glue inside here so it can pull off, and you just peel off with your fingers. It didn't damage your taper or anything. So that's a quick trick on how to get knocks that you damage off of wood tapered shafts. Now, I hope if you like these how-to things, please leave a comment down. I can do some more on them. I got a lot of tricks I picked up over the years shooting. That's just one of them. There's plenty of tricks out there. Also, want to thank you guys for making my channel what it is now. I mean, I'm growing pretty quickly right now, and I really appreciate it. All the support everyone's been giving me with it, this channel. Any comments or questions you have, please don't forget to put them down there, and I'll be sure to answer them for you. And if you like what you see, click that like button, and don't forget to share with your friends. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, okay? And there's something else you've got a question on, you want me to ask me about, or maybe a how-to, how to fix this, how to do that, and drop me a line. Maybe I know how to do it. If not, I can pretty find out how to do it, okay? Alrighty, well, this has been Todd with All Things Archery and Shooting. This has been a quick how-to on how to remove a knock off of a wood arrow, I hope. And until next time, guys, ciao.